Welcome to the Run to Improve podcast hour with your host, Josue Santos, aka Run Aficionado. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. It's your boy. Hopefully, everybody's having a good Friday. It's April 17th, 2020. We're still in lockdown. I'm here in Las Vegas. Can't wait for the weekend to come so I can go out there and do some running. Hopefully, you guys feel the same way I do. Before we start, though, I wanted to start off this episode with the question directly to everybody. Please feel free to answer, reply, comment when you listen to this question, and I want to hear what you have to say. Okay? So let me ask, what is the first thing you will do when the lockdown is over? I know what I'm doing. I'm going to be signing up for a few races because I need to get some medals. I need to get some bling. I need to go out there and push it to the limits. It's not the same as running by yourself than being out there running against others, testing your limits, pushing yourself beyond, you know? So with that being said, please make sure to answer that question and let me know, okay? I would like to hear what you have to say, and I promise to share it with everybody else. Let's move on to our episode today, guys. Well, today's episode, guys, is brought to you by R2I Photography. When you guys need a good photographer, hit me up. I'll be there with my camera ready to go to capture the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, guys, so this episode is called The 9 Things I've Learned During Quarantine or During a Lockdown. So let's go. Okay, so the first thing that I've kind of noticed that something that I didn't really do is wake up, sit down, relax, and smell the roses. How many of you guys have done that? You know, where you sit down and relax and really just enjoy the weather. Listen to the wind, listening to the trees, move back and forth. You know, I've never really sat down and done that unless I'm bored. And guess what? This is one of those reasons why this happened. But I was kind of bored and I was like, you know what? Let me just go chill outside. And one, I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't talking to nobody. So I had the opportunity just to relax and just listen. Sometimes just doing that, guys, is just a peaceful moment. So next time you feel crazy, feel all wired, just relax, take yourself outside, find a cool spot in the shade, and just relax and listen to the weather, listen to your environment, listen to the wind, listen to the trees, and enjoy. Well, tip number 2, basically sit alone. You know, sometimes we don't have that moment of peace where it's just us. Luckily for me, I have that moment of peace when I'm out running because it's just me running. It's myself in my own head. So by me doing this, it allows me to center myself. It allows me to refocus, to plan out my next steps. So I highly recommend it. If you guys don't do that, give yourself a little bit of moment of silence so that way you are able to think. Remember, thoughts are very powerful, so keep an eye on what you're thinking. If you keep telling yourself that you can't do this, you won't get that, you're not this, you're not that, then guess what? When you try to really do those things in the real life, you will hesitate. You won't achieve what you want because you're putting those thoughts into your head, which then become doubt. And if you have doubt, then you won't be able to do what you need to do. So remember, thoughts are very powerful. So we must fill them with positive things. I can do this. I am a winner. I will achieve my goals. I am capable of. I could do anything I put my mind to and my thoughts to. So remember that. Now, the third thing that I've learned during this quarantine is the necessity and how good it feels to exercise. So with that being said, keep in mind, guys, that during these times that we're locked in at our homes, at our apartments, is work out. Keep yourself moving. do some jumping jacks, do some squats, do some burpees. People have been getting creative. I've seen it on Facebook, I've seen it on Twitter, I've seen it on YouTube. So you can also get creative. The main thing is to keep moving, to keep that heart rate elevated, so that way you can maintain yourself healthy. And you do that by exercising every day, at least for 60 minutes, just like they say on TV. It's not just for kids, it's also for adults. But yeah, guys, so remember, work it out, baby, and keep going. Now, the fourth thing that I've learned is to balance my life. It's very important to have the proper balance. Lately, being stuck at home has allowed me to realize where my life and my hecticness was taking me. I was doing this, I was doing that. I was basically cutting myself thin. And it didn't give me enough time for the things that I wanted to do, first of all. And second, it made me late for other things. So by learning to balance my life and understanding what I got to do every day and keeping a schedule or keeping track of the time, it allowed me to feel free to do other things that I want to do. So remember, guys, learn to balance your life now that you have a little bit of time at home, stuck because of the quarantine. Write down your routine. See how much time you used to spend on this, on that, and then readjust it to give you more time to do the things that you want to do. So remember, balance is key. Balance your life. Yep, and that's so much truth to that, guys. If you are able to balance, you'll have time for everything. Which leads me to the fifth thing I've learned. I actually learned that I'm a good cook, and that it really doesn't take a rocket scientist to make a nice meal. All you got to do is read the recipes, follow it to the T, and understand what you're trying to eat and why you're trying to eat it. You know, you're eating good food because you want to be healthy. You're eating good food because you want to lose weight. So if you do that, then you should be able to find recipes to follow. I thought I wasn't a cook, but I'm a #1 chef. I've been watching a lot of Chef Ramsay's shows, Master Chef Junior, Hell's Kitchen, and all that has inspired me to cook, to put a little bit more effort into what I'm feeding myself. Because I used to say, oh, I'm feeding myself well, but guess what? All that food that's out there is not 100% good for you. So by you being home, teach yourself how to cook. That's one thing I've learned. So trust me, it's something you will like. The sixth thing that I kind of learned by accident, and me thinking that I was a very clean person, was that my house was filthy. Even though I spent time cleaning, but I guess I wasn't spending enough time doing deep cleanings. So next time you're stuck at home, or since you're stuck at home right now, I suggest picking up the mop, broom, some rags, water, and some Pine-Sol, and get to cleaning, you know. Make sure that the house is nice and spick and span, because you know what they say, a clean house brings good luck your way. So I'm going to definitely continue to do that and pay attention to that, because like I said, I thought that I was cleaning, but I really wasn't. I was just kind of cleaning over the surfaces. So through all this, I've learned that sanitation and cleanliness is a very important thing of our lives, starting from 2020 and above. I mean, it really was part of my life prior, but not into that sense as of right now, where we have to pay attention and be very, very particular to how we clean. So with that being said, is pay attention to that, guys, and remember, keep clean. Now, the seventh thing that I've learned is a new skill, or pick up an old skill that you haven't done in a long time. I used to draw, so I picked up a pen and pencil and I started drawing. So I'm going to share some drawings with you guys eventually, so you can see what I came up with. I used to do magic. I also picked up a few books, started reading, got into more magic. But whatever interests you have, this is the time where you could spend a little bit more time learning about it, teaching yourself something new. So that way you could grow as an individual, but also have something to share with others. So use your time wisely and learn a new skill during this quarantine. Now, the eighth thing that I want to share with you guys that I've learned during this quarantine has to be learning to make the most with what I have. For example, I used to pay money to go to the gym. I used to drive to go to the gym. I used to get out of the gym and put in the work to come back home to relax, right? So all that now I'm doing. I don't need the gym. I'm doing the gym at my house. I'm doing the exercise at my house in my own convenience. I don't have to drive nowhere. So basically what I'm saying, guys, is learn to make the most with what you have. Be creative. There's so many things out there you could do differently and at the same time get what you need accomplished. Look at it the brighter side, you know? Make things interesting for you. Now, the last thing that I've learned is that I've taken for granted the ability to go somewhere. I used to just be stuck on, let me go to the casino, let me go to the club, let me go back home. That was basically it. But now that I'm being forced to be stuck at home, I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to go to the casino. I want to go to the park. I want to go hiking. I want to go running. I want to go to different trails. I want to go explore. I want to venture out. So by me being stuck at here, it has led me to that conclusion that I need more than just a room. I need the freedom to explore. Now, with that being said, guys, those were the 9 things that I've learned during this quarantine or lockdown. However, I have one last one, which is number 11. This is the most important of all of them. I've learned that family has become extra special to me. I've learned that we must communicate, we must talk to each other, we must check up on each other, we must see and hear and understand each other. That when the time comes and you're no longer able to express yourself to them, it'll be too late. So right now, if you have the opportunity, call somebody, hug them, let them know how you feel, express yourself, keep it real, because at the end, you only have one chance. And if you miss that opportunity, there it goes. So don't miss it. Make sure to stay connected, and communication is key. Well, guys, this is your host, Run Aficionado. Thank you for another episode, and thank you for listening. Till next time.